It's Bob.
Hi, there's DJ.
Yeah. We had some technical problems, so we weren't able to connect immediately. We've got our third member coming here shortly. All she's got to do is sit down.
Would you like something more sturdy for that?
Seems to be okay.
Whoa. Oh my
God. Happy kitty.
No, unhappy kitty.
Unhappy kitty. Man, I'm not a cat guy. I don't know what cats sound like. They meow and they purr.
You know what cats sound like. We owned some cats.
Yeah, we did. Technically. They were pretty much just our roommates. Hello.
Hi. He's gotten furrier.
Yeah.
Someone needs to comb you.
Yeah, I comb me daily. I comb my face. Most people don't have to comb their face.
No.
Most people also don't live in a snowy wasteland.
Yeah, it's almost all the snow is gone. And guess what I did today?
Mowed the lawn.
Oh, that's what I was gonna guess. I got out the bike.
I got it going. I haven't been on it yet, but I got it going, which made me very happy.
Yeah.
I was having some issues with it, but now it's going. So I'll probably write it later.
Do you go out and start it every couple of months during the winter, or just?
I did not, but I had a battery tender on it, so that's supposed to keep it just trickled with enough energy to keep it from dying. It's the equivalent to going out and starting it.
Well, but I mean, right, for the battery, but what about for the, well, I suppose it's fuel injection and no carburetors and stuff, right?
Right, it's fuel injection. Now I was advised with the one that wasn't to take the seafoam and spray that into the gas and little things that you should do. But
with fuel injection, they didn't say to do that.
Yeah, they didn't mention it on there. And it started up fine
good.
once I got it going. I was a little late getting the tender on it, so like at the ending of last year, they were both pretty low because there was a few months where I hadn't rode them. So yeah, it was like wow, wow, click, 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 click. And I was like, damn it, a lot.
I went, well, when I was showing my dad the new car, I opened the hood and looked at the engine, which was probably about the same size as your motorcycle one. Mm-hmm. And the battery made me laugh so much. The battery is like, the top of it is this big. It's like a third. It looks like a third of a car battery. So I'm sure I'll have to go to a motorcycle shop to get my battery replaced on my car.
What kind of car is that?
It's a Honda Fit.
Wow.
It's just an itty-bitty battery. It's just adorable.
Maybe the battery's dead. No, it's good.
Go get a 9-volt.
Guess what we're going to do today, Bob?
Go for a hike.
No, well, kind of. We're going to go see them play.
That's the soccer team.
Yes.
Cool.
And then we'll be cheering and stuff, and it'll be a great time.
Now, you guys, did you like the Portland team previous to moving to Portland? But now you do.
Now, it's not that we didn't like them; it's that I've never done a whole lot of I've not done a whole lot of domestic soccer watching. When MLS first formed, I kind of latched on to DC United, but I don't really follow. I haven't really followed MLS at all. And now that there is a team literally in town, I figured let's go ahead and jump on this bandwagon.
Yeah.
Plus, their team colors are green.
Yeah.
That doesn't hurt. No.
Not at all.
The military also had green for their team colors. Camouflage.
Yeah, but now they've got blue camouflage, and I totally would have rather worn that.
The blue?
We're going to show you her sweatshirt.
Okay. Okay. Oh wait, my hair's in the way. This is also happening today.
Shamrock Run?
Yes.
It's like a 5K, and I think there's a 10K, and there's a half marathon or something. There's all kinds of different running and walking events.
There's lots of Ks.
Wow.
But we didn't get into it. There are 35,000 people signed up for it.
Well, I'll just go to McDonald's and get a Shamrock Shake. That's almost like that, right? Let's see. Walk a whole bunch of Ks or drink a green milkshake.
From what I read, it sounds like they have bands set up along the path, like live local bands playing all around it, and there's beer everywhere, and beer at the end, and probably beer at the beginning, and
Wow.
who knows, little paper cups of beer for the little kids. I don't know.
If you like beer, Portland is the place you want to live.
This sounds pretty cool.
If you don't like beer, you can live here and ignore the beer.
I like beer. I had 3 yesterday.
There you go.
You know, there's fingers in between these two, right? Right there.
Now, if there was, I would have known. Oh, I'll be damned.
Oh, yeah.
So the only friend that I've made here in Portland is part of the super psycho dedicated Timbers fans. They're called the Timbers Army.
Wow.
And they have their own section of the, do they call it stadium?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, they have their own section of the stadium to sit in that's for the Timbers Army only, and I guess they chant, and we were supposed to go online and study. I forgot. We were supposed to study their chants and stuff. So basically the tickets that we got, I guess, she's able, like if the Timbers Army people who basically have season tickets, if they aren't able to go to the game, they have a network amongst themselves to sell the tickets for face value to other people who do want to go. So she got us tickets.
That's cool.
So I guess we're able to sit in the superfan section. But oh yeah, but it's raining today, so I was telling DJ that I may just want to sit in the covered section. Well, I guess we'll find out. We've got several hours till it starts.
It's very bright and sunny today here.
I'll be bringing my my green raincoat just in case.
I think you should put the orange one. I know it's the wrong color, but it'll work better. Put the orange one under the green one.
Why wouldn't the green one work?
The green one is just a thin shell of water-resistant material, whereas the orange coat is an actual coat for rain. Yep.
Awkward.
I mean, you can be a Timbers fan in orange, as long as the other team isn't orange.
Yeah.
They are not.
Who are they playing? Oh, right. LA Galaxy?
Yes.
Galaxy?
Yes, the LA Galaxy.
That's kind of cool.
That's La Galaxie, which is French for the galaxy. Oh, and we didn't tell you this. We were on the train one day a long time ago, and this dad and his 2 kids hopped on the train, and while we were riding around, we passed an LA Fitness, and the kid, sincere, totally straight-faced, goes, "La Fitness. That's French for the fitness." And the dad goes, "I don't think that's how that works." But
That's pretty cool.
so our joke is, and you know, if every time we see La Fitness, it's French for the fitness.
Now I just want to go to LA just to read all the signs. There's the barber. That's French.
And La technically is Spanish, so that makes it even funnier. Is that he went instead of lay fitness, it was La Fitness, and it should have been Spanish for the fitness. But we were also on the bus the other day, and this guy was wearing this belt. It was not. We don't know why he was wearing the belt.
It was just hanging. I mean, it looked so stupid.
It was on its maximum tight setting, and his pants were still all droopy. There was no hold at there at all. So she looks over at me. She goes, "What's the point of that belt?" My only thought was, fashion. So,
yeah, once you get to that one point where it doesn't go any tighter, you're better off just, throwing it over your shoulder and tying it onto that back loop, and then just kind of bringing it over the top and tying it onto the front loop, and just using it as a suspender. Just,
a suspender.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a scary looking dirty guy, and
yeah, he was pretty scary.
That's why the fashion made it so funny, is because there was nothing fashionable about this human being.
No.
Cool.
What's going on with my hair?
Playing with it.
Okay. Ah.
Now, I have my cool foam amp guard axe that looks like the one on your chest. That would be something cool to bring to a game. It's just a big foam axe.
Yeah.
Apparently, the mascot has a chainsaw, like a real chainsaw.
Nice.
I'm going to say that he's got the chain removed so that he's not, accidentally sawing somebody's finger off. But
yeah. Mascot fight. I think that every game should end that way. Like, or ties. When there's a tie, it's the mascots fight to the death.
That would happen a lot with soccer.
yes. There's a video online of one of the mascot suits that's basically it's like the samurai suits where there's a fan blowing it up, so it's all filled with air. So it's a basketball game, and this is a Shark, let's just say. Shark running around, and the cheerleaders are doing their halftime thing, and the Shark runs over to one of the cheerleaders, puts its mouth over the cheerleader, and the cheerleader disappears. So it's running around. And then it gets down and throws the cheerleader up, and then runs away. So that's pretty good. Yeah, I have also seen similar videos like that where 3 or 4 cheerleaders disappear.
That's good.
Apparently, when the Timbers score, they have a gigantic log that they actually cut a slice of tree off of
Oh.
for their goals too.
Huh.
Yeah, this will be an interesting experience today. I'm just looking forward to my hot dog.
For $17 hot dog.
$17 hot dog? Why is it? What's so special about it?
In stadiums, the hot dogs are always ridiculously priced because you're basically a captive.
I just like hot dogs in general, but it'll probably be the same hot dog that you get for $1 at Costco, but it'll be $12 because it's in a stadium.
Right. You can always get those 4 nachos with the cheese on it for $20.
Mm.
Now, one of the things that I like at the Coliseum here when we go to see a hockey game or something is the Dippin' Dots.
Yes.
Ooh, tell him about Sub-Zero. Oh, no, wait. Maybe we did tell you about Sub-Zero.
Yes. I heard about that last time, and that's pretty cool. And there's like I was saying, there was an Amish place around here that does that same thing.
Yeah, it's like the Dippin' Dots, but you watch them make them.
Yeah. Well, and I know that they in this one they take the complete bowl of cream and they add the ingredients to it and they blast it, and now you have the ice cream in here. And the dots, I think, are like drips into the stuff to where it creates I don't know how I do it, but I love it.
Yeah, because they're little balls of ice cream, not a continuous mush of them.
Really, really cold ice cream.
That's the one thing I don't like about it is I like my ice cream half melted. So
Sure.
I don't like the Sub-Zero stuff as much.
That was the key. He's gonna do the floors, so he closed both the doors so that I can't hear him vacuuming while I'm doing the show.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's like calling. It's like, I don't know. Even going to say Dairy Queen, the blizzards they have there, which are totally awesome. I always end up with a brain freeze. So even having like a cold pop sitting in front of you, it's still warmer than the ice cream. So yeah, it's like, oh, my brain.
Right.
You're supposed to put your tongue on the roof of your mouth to make the brain freeze go away quicker. To heat it up, the roof of your mouth. Because it's kind of attached to your brain, sort of.
Man, nothing's attached to my brain.
Next time you get a brain freeze, tell people to blow warm air into your ears.
Hair dryer.
Oh.
The lighter than well. So, something that I did a couple days ago, and it's working, is that I only had the AeroGarden that I have. The package that I bought, I think it was like 7 things in the pack, and then it's like a 6-hole thing or what. I had an extra one. I don't remember exactly what the numbers were, but I have one extra one. So just for the hell of it, I seen it out in the apartment, and I stuck it into the dirt in my one little terrarium-y thing here. And I'll be damned, a couple days later, it's growing already. So I've got basil growing in this little pod thing that I stuck in there. So that's cool. It's almost growing season. I'm so happy.
I have, let's see, what do I have that's new? Oh, since we don't have a yard anymore, I don't have grass and dandelions to pick. So I made friends with the neighbor lady next door to our building who has a big yard, and she has like plants and flowers and stuff all over. And I asked her the other day, I said, I know your grass looks really nice, but do you happen to have any dandelions growing anywhere, or did you? And she goes, yeah, I was actually going to dig some of them out pretty soon. And I said, could I have the plants? He's like, I guess so. And I told her they're for bonsai because he likes to eat dandelions. So she gave me a big pot of dandelions, which are out on our back deck now, growing. But my AeroGarden lights went out. I got my AeroGarden going after we got here, and they worked for about 3 days, and then they quit.
Wow.
So,
they suggested in the thing that you replace the lights each growing season, but I don't know how important that is.
It said every 6 months, and my 6 months were up because I got it for my birthday, so I guess my 6 months were up in October. But I still used them all from October until we packed it up to move. And, I mean, basically, I think they're just not as strong, you know, kind of like tanning bulbs. Like, even though they work, they say to replace them to make them work more efficiently.
I had the one go out, so, like, I replaced this one. So now this one here, which wasn't as bright, the plants, there was a difference in the height of the plants from one side to the other. Yeah.
Well, I just got new bulbs in the mail the other day, so I have to put it all together and plant some more stuff. Because I had planted cilantro for bonsai, and then the bulbs burnt out before they even took off.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't have any.
This is the one I planted last year, and it's been growing all winter long.
Wow.
And I'm not exactly sure what this is. It's either, it might be dill.
It looks like dill.
But it's doing like crazy now. I mean, it's starting to warm up, and this has been growing all winter though, and that's as big as it is. But it's a happy plant. Look how happy it is.
Very happy.
Very happy.
I tried taking the top of a pineapple and sticking it into water to see what happens. Other than that,
Nothing?
Oh, I did that with celery.
Oh.
I can show you my celery.
Huh. Well, the pineapple is supposed to do something, but I don't know what it's supposed to do. It ain't doing it though. You keep freezing, DJ.
I shouldn't.
Oh, there you are. You're back. No, now you're frozen real close.
Oh, no, I don't want to be frozen. I don't like that movie. I haven't seen it, but
I have not seen it either. Wow, that's celery?
that's
Yeah.
celery.
Oh, okay. So you cut off the bottom and then stuck the rest in there. Wow.
Well, actually, the bottom, I cut off the top technically because the bottom was just like that, kind of like romaine lettuce.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if this is growing, but it is still green. There, instead of grass, a lot of the yards here have ivy growing in them. So I picked an ivy leaf the other day to see if I could root it and grow it.
Nice. Now, one of the things I seen here that was pretty cool. Well, I didn't see it. It was on the podcast I listened to. So I don't know why I said seen because I didn't see anything. It was a mixture that they make up of clovers and the other stuff. I might have told you about that. Where the clovers only get about a couple inches high. So your grass is never growing more than a couple inches. So you don't have to cut it as often.
You've not mentioned that, but that sounds like a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like the bigger plants that you have in there, if you want to have flowers or whatever, they'll poke up the clovers. So it keeps the grass down while the other stuff just is now not being chopped down with the...
She's biting me.
Help me.
Oh, there we go.
I would like to see a yard of clovers. We just have yards of ivy here.
We've got lots of clovers here, but it's not... I mean, we have a lot of grass, too. But there's a lot of clovers. So,
there's a lot of grass here, too, but not the kind that you're talking about.
Yeah, it comes in buildings with
Dispensaries,
windows that you can't look into.
Huh.
Yeah.
There's one just up the street, like 2-3 blocks away.
Wow.
And it's 3 ingress portals because of all of the psychedelic murals on the outside of the building.
Nice.
Yeah, man. And ingress out here is so awesome.
Oh, I bet. Just the fact that you don't have to drive, that you can bus most of the time, allows you to be hacking while you're moving. I do it while I'm driving.
There's actual events going on out here too. Like two Saturdays ago. Last Saturday, I went to Gresham, which is a suburb east of Portland, and it was just like a small town. I mean, it had a nice little main street downtown area with all kinds of local businesses and churches and maybe a college or something. Anyway, there was an ingress event out there, and it was for both teams. And what we did was we signed in, we checked in with where our AP was in the game, and then they let us loose. And we basically took over the entire town. It looked like something out of like an Alfred Hitchcock movie or something, because there were these groups of people wandering around just staring at their phone, not looking at anything or talking or...
Did you all wear the green or the blue?
There were a lot of people that had either color on. I know I wore... I had an Ingress shirt from an event that we did in South Dakota. So it was a black shirt, but it had the green Ingress symbol on the front. And there was a group of green players that were in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle t-shirts and masks, and the girls had green tutus and tights on. The blue team didn't have anything over the top like that. But I would say there was at least 80 people there. And then we basically there was one actual missions set up. I don't know if you've done any missions.
No.
Okay. Well, there was one specific mission set up for that event, and they had to give us a code to start it off with. Then we just had to go hack like 4 or 5 different portals for that mission. And then after that, we were just basically let loose in the town, and you would just find people sort of huddled around portals, and you'd have your green and your blue people sitting there, and they'd be trying to take it over and set it up and destroy it, and
Battling each other. Like.
Yep. It was so much fun.
No, there's no looking up, Bob. It's all down at the.
And it's the most social, antisocial game out there. So
It's great because we've ridden the Max, which is the train here, most of the lines, so we've gotten all the stuff you can get from the train. She's gone to Gresham, so everything she went in Gresham is new. We went to Clackamas. Everything that was in Clackamas for both of us was new. We went to
North Portland the other night.
Yeah, we went to North Portland the other night. Everything for both of us was new. So basically, if we just go to a suburb, everything in that area is new to us, and we get all those uniques, which is, I only need like 350 more uniques, and I get a badge that I can use to level up to level 11.
Wow.
We ran into, when we came out here in September to look for a place to live, we met up with an Ingress player. Her name was Triblet. Yeah, her name in the game is Triblet. I don't remember what her real name is, but we ended up actually meeting up with her near the house that we were staying in on the way northwest side of Portland. And so when I went to this event the other day, I was kind of looking around, and I asked a couple people if they knew the user Triblet, and they're like, well, yeah, I've seen her name on stuff, but nobody knew who she was. So I just kind of kept looking around, and all of a sudden I looked at someone, and she looked familiar, and I said, are you Triblet? And she kind of, gets this worried look on her face, and she goes, yeah. And I said, so we met you in September. I'm from North Dakota. And she's like, oh my God, I can't believe you guys are finally here.
That's
she
cool.
started talking to me, and then I kind of hung out with her group during that event. But yeah, that was pretty fun to meet up with her.
I'm currently in a blue area.
Not good.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel kind of... We do have a new portal by me. Only one. I have like a portal down the street here now.
Well, here's the good part about being in a blue area. Every time you break a blue resonator, you get points. Every time you hack a blue portal, you get points. Every time you knock a blue link out, you get points. Every time you knock a field out, you get points. And every time you take a blue portal down, you get points. So basically, if you go just take over one of those portals, knock all those fields and links and resonators out, set it up, drive away, let them take it back over, because then you can go back and get all those points back over again.
That's true.
Over and over.
Yeah. The last time I tried to get this one, I hit it with everything I got, and it didn't do almost anything at all because of the
shields?
The shields, it was like, everything was like really high leveled and shielded so bad that I'm level 7, and I hit it with everything I got, and I got nothing out of it.
What I find works well is if you have a portal with a bunch of shields on it, if you kind of stand off to the side, so don't stand directly on it or really close to the resonators, but stand off of it a little bit, and use low-level resonators because the
low-level bursters.
Bursters. Sorry, low-level bursters, because taking the shields out is kind of random. So it's not easier to take a shield out with a higher level burster than a lower level. It's all based on luck, I guess, for the most part. And so, use your low level stuff to get rid of those shields and then kill it with something higher. Because I know even those new shields, those AXA shields that are supposed to be really tough to take down, I was taking those out without a problem out in Gresham.
Here's screen here.
Here's where we are.
Oh wow.
So If I can,
You
let's
can
see.
almost hack a portal, get your mail.
Almost. There's a water tower behind our house. Those blue ones off in the distance,
Yeah.
that's the pot dispensary place. And then the two green ones in front of it are the max stop, the 122nd that we use.
Oh.
So that gets us on the train.
You know what's cool is that now that I'm playing this, even when I'm not playing, like I'm just driving down the street and I'm looking at buildings going, there's portal. There's portal there. And you're just like, you acknowledge these things as you pass them. And if there's anybody in the car, I gotta say, like, that's portal there.
Well, when we ride the bus on the way down to DJ's post office, I know that at that Sun portal, it's on a Mexican restaurant of some type. There's a sun painted on the wall that's a portal. I know that shortly after that is where his stop is to get off at.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that's right over here, though, it has a level 7, and then all the rest are level 8s, and then, like, it's all kicked up pretty harshly. So the best I can do is kick things at it and maybe scratch the paint, but I don't think I'm going to be able to destroy it.
Well, here, there's on top of her idea, if it's shielded, stand right on top of one of the resonators so that your scanner shows that your little icon is right on top of it, and just hammer that one resonator. Just pour everything in. Well, do the low levels.
I think what you mean is with Ultra Strike.
Well, you
haven't said Ultra Strike.
Well, I haven't hit right. But you stand on that because it's concentrating on that resonator, and then if you have Ultra Strikes, blow them up on that one resonator. Because if you can get rid of the one resonator, it seems like the shields fall faster because the shields, I don't know, it just, you get rid of a resonator or two, or if you can walk around and knock each one of them out like that, the shields won't even matter because it's not working that well. But yeah, use Ultra Strikes and stand on top of each resonator.
Now, going to work, which I haven't done now in almost 3 months.
You still wear the boot?
No, I have been out of the boot for 3 weeks now, 3.5 weeks, something like that. Well, when I was going to work, that little town though had there was 3 in a group that you can get, like they were right there in a group. So you park in one spot there on the corner and you can hack all 3 of these and all that. There was also another one over here, and then there was 3 more over here. So what I would do is, at one point they were all like level 7 and level 8 and shielded pretty heavy. So I spent a week of not fucking with them at all. But I'd go through, I'd hack this one, and this one, go through, hack this one, go over here, hack this one, and then I would like wait a while and then go through and hack them all again. And then I was doing that on the way to work, on the way home from work, and then at the end of the week, now I've got my inventory of stuff built up, where that's when I just started nailing them. You know, it's like, okay, now I have a lot of stuff, which was frustrating. Taking an entire week to do this, knocking everything out, and then after work, it's all blue again. I was like, son of a bitch.
I was down by the Oregon Convention Center to get this sweatshirt on Saturday, and I had about an hour to kill before it opened. And around the convention center, it is a massive, I mean, there's tons of portals. They're all blue, they're all level 8, and they're all connected. And so I was walking up and down the street and back and forth in front of it and hacking. And then DJ and I took a few of them out before he had to leave. And I did manage to get a sliver of the area cleaned out, and I connected it all. I got a bunch of green fields and everything. And then by the time we went by it again that evening, it looked like I wasn't even there. And they were all level 8 again, which means they had at least 8 blue players out there to just build it all up again within a matter of hours.
It's the same name. I don't know about the bigger cities, but around here, it's the same names that you're seeing like all the time.
There's one guy, Torchwood Ops, that we see on the blue team everywhere. That he's everywhere.
Now that I've gotten my Onyx Guardian badge, the highest Guardian badge I can have, and I'm seeing how high I can run that number now. I don't care if I hold a portal at all anymore. I want to go in. I want to knock as much out as I can. I want to hack everything I can, and then move on. If I can link a whole bunch of stuff, great. If not, whatever. I don't care. People get too bent out of shape about this stuff.
Yeah, I just wonder sometimes. It's like, if I happen to like knock those out, and I see a car pull up, and this dude is just, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna be like, that's that motherfucker right there? Do I like now I know his car? It's like I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna like take this as in like, this man is my enemy, or if I'm just gonna be like, hey, that's the guy. Me too, buddy. Or I don't know.
I think I agree with you. When we played in Bismarck and you would see the car and stuff, it was a little bit more of a one-on-one fight because it was, there were way less players. In Portland, it's impossible. I mean, you're part of an extremely large active team here, whether you want to be or not. That's just how it is out here. It's so different. But so out here, when we did that cross-faction event, the first two people that I talked to at that event were blue players. And it's not like after I found out they were blue, I'm like, I got to go find someone else to talk to. Goodbye. I mean, everyone there face to face in this big group, everyone was completely friendly. And many of the people had friends that were on the other team that they either knew before they played or they've, run across so many times at these events that they're now friends. But on the other hand, in Bismarck, it was completely different. If you ran into someone on the opposite team, it's like, I saw the enemy today.
And I busted his window and
Or I'm pretty sure that we told you, because it was a long time back in Bismarck, where we were driving down the street and we saw a portal in front of us being set up as blue. So while we drove by, I blew it up while she was still sitting there in her car. So then she had to go through and she set it up again after we drove past. She started making it blue again, and then we drove around the block and blew it up a second time.
She probably said,
That was the best. That was so much fun.
When I first started playing, I think the most fun I had was, it seemed like straight out secret agent shit. As I came around this one building, and I'm parked over here, and a cop comes by, and he slows down. So I slam it in the drive, and I go around the building, and I go over here to where this other one was. It's the middle of the night, and I'm out here hacking portals and avoiding the cops. And it's like, and I'm not doing anything wrong. But it's still just like, he's wanting to know what I'm doing. I don't want to deal with him because I'm busy. In Bismarck, we've known multiple players who have been escorted out of parks at night, or what was that Army Aviation?
It's the Army. It's an Army. It's Army Aviation. There's a Air National Guard area in Bismarck where the portal is basically the
entrance.
The entrance has a helicopter sitting on it, so it's a portal, and
there's a big long road down to a fenced area.
Yeah, and you get. If you sit there too long, cops come by and go, no, just go, move.
There's two things you don't want to say in that situation. I'm just trying to blow something up, or I'm just trying to hack the system. Those are the two. Don't say either one of those things.
But this is the enemy's portal. You need to take it down.
There's a mission in Portland here where apparently all the portals are very, very difficult to get to.
Wow.
and nobody's done this mission. So it's stuff like a specific statue on a military base. Well, right there, I'm thinking, well, I can't get on there because they're not going to let me just randomly go on there just to hack the portal.
Yeah. You'd have to be like in the military or whatever.
Right.
Maybe
That'd be
once
like a very select few.
I'm just trying to untwist it. Maybe once we have your fancy license plate on the
Yes.
car, maybe they'll let us in.
I'm going to get a Navy labeled license plate.
Nice.
And then the driver's license here too. You can it can be dual driver's license and military ID or veteran. It shows you. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm going to have a veteran logo on my my ID.
That's cool.
So that we can take him out to all the restaurants on Veterans Day and get free food.
Yeah. There are so many restaurants here. I bet that we could eat at a new one every single day for all 3 meals.
For how long? Years?
Forever.
Well,
We came across a pizza place the other night and we're like, oh, let's just stop and it smells good. It wasn't real great. We weren't very happy with it, but and it was just tucked in the middle of nowhere and we was like, hey, let's go for it.
Yeah, we will. Like we went to an area of town we haven't really been at and got out Yelp. And so you just open the Yelp app and say what's near me, and then you get this huge list of restaurants that's within your proximity. And yeah, like you said, well, we were walking to a burger place, and when we came around the corner, there was a pizza place. So we're like, yeah, let's go there instead.
We've not met anybody yet who has ever heard of the place, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But I mean, like I said, it wasn't bad. It just I have had better pizza.
It was just bland.
Yeah, it was.
Is that the one you posted pictures of last week?
No, we've been to way many pizza places.
Yeah.
The one that we're talking about now is called Atomic Pizza.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But the other pizza place we've been to is called Pyology.
That's the one I posted on yesterday where the Mother of God, the buffalo sauce was so hot my tongue was still burning hours after I'd eaten it.
The other one you're talking about is the one where you make your own pizza. Or
That's
they make
Pyology. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a really, really neat place. The first time we went there, I thought they maybe charged per topping because, that's how you're usually charged for pizza.
Yeah.
So I was very conservative with what I put on my pizza. And then after I saw other people just completely pile them and stuff, I'm like, oh, well, next time.
Yeah. Just
So
fill up on toppings,
So when we went there, actually I finished my pizza last night. When we went there the other day, for sauce I did both what was it, herb butter and Alfredo sauce. And then for the cheese I did mozzarella and gorgonzola. And then vegetables I just put onions on it, and then and garlic. Garlic, of course. My pizza smells good when it's done. So does my breath. And then for the meat, I put meatballs, sausage, and pepperoni.
And one of their options is a smoking buffalo chicken. And the first time we went there, I was like, let's just make my own and go with that. And this last time, I'm like, I want the smoking buffalo chicken, but add pineapple to it. And they're like, okay. So yeah, I'm about halfway through, and I'm like, oh, this is not going to be good when I finish this because I'm finishing it. And I finished it.
Need more pineapple.
Well, I had an ice cube directly on my tongue for 15 minutes.
The whole time I was eating.
Solid before I even dared not to have it on there because my tongue was. And it only when we went to Sub-Zero did it stop burning. And it was burning the tongue, my lips, my throat. I mean, it was just, I was on fire. I've never had
ice cream cone right now.
Just pour it right under my tongue.
Going into a 7-Eleven and finding the Slurpee machine just so you can.
There's
Ooh.
7. I love Slurpees, and I had to convince somebody that Slurpees were so much better than Ices. So
I don't, but it's not that I like ices.
no, but I mean, if I say Icy, you might be like, I'm not really in the mood for an Icy. Slurpee,
No,
it's like, hell yeah, I'll have a Slurpee. You bet your ass I will.
Make it 2. No, my aunt was doing a thing for a while. I don't know if she still does it, where she had the machines to make those. And so she would have 2 different flavors, and she'd go to parties and stuff, and she would make them alcoholic.
Ooh. Like on Bourbon Street, the frosty drink machines were like a wall full of just different flavors. And you're like, I'll have the blue one. It's I don't care. It's blue. Just give it to me.
Snozberries taste like snozberries.
And then you just walk to the next one with your empty cup and refill it. And we didn't have 7-Elevens in North Dakota.
Yeah,
there's one on every other corner.
They're all here.
They found occasionally they'll migrate out of that area, but that's where they all live.
Yeah, what lives here are 7-Elevens, dentist offices, Starbucks, and strip clubs.
And Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. Everywhere.
Wow.
There are strip clubs I could throw a rock and hit a strip club right now.
Well,
I'm sure somebody in this building strips.
whether you want them to or not.
Yeah. Yeah. The other day we were trying to figure out how to get home because we'd gone way out
to
way eat
south
at a Sherry's restaurant, which they have free pie Wednesdays. So we were out to get free pie, and then trying to get back was not fun. But every time we passed the strip club, I'm like, you want to go to a strip club tonight? And I'd name the strip club, and they all got ridiculous fucking names, like the Pitiful Princess Gentlemen's Club and the Peep Show. And
Peep Show
yeah,
was just...
they're odd.
There was one that was it was a house last night that we drove
by. Something Dreams.
Poor man's pussy.
Like the Sensational Dreams private shows, like I guess you get a stripper that just does things with you. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm making a joke about it now.
Yeah, that's probably like the local whorehouse.
Oh, and Vietnamese.
They'll never find us if we put stripper on the sign.
Vietnamese nail salons are also everywhere, so I got a manicure.
Oh, not me.
The poor girl that had to make my nails look pretty, I felt kind of bad for her because that was a lot of work. Because I'm like, I think the last time I got a manicure was on my wedding day 17 years ago.
Wow. You know what would be fun? I just thought about this when you said that. I have a bad habit of taking a toenail and ripping it off. I do that. I don't know why I do that, but I do that. So usually I have at least one nail that's off at any given time. So how funny would it be to just rip off a bunch of toenails, which would be painful. But then you go to a place that does the pedicures, and you say, yeah, I just want to have these done, and there's nothing there.
You got no nails. No nails. You get out.
Come on, make these look good, will you?
I've got 7 toenails. Do I get a discount?
No.
Like the whole set.
The nail polish that I have on is gel. So even though I had this done a week ago, they still look completely brand new.
Huh.
Except they grow out, so by my cuticles they'll start, being normal looking. But I think this is the nicest my nails have looked ever.
I knew one person who did that all the time. Sorry, go ahead.
But I was just gonna say, because the gel doesn't chip. It's like they put it on your nails and then you stick your fingers into a UV light box, so it's kind of baked on in a sense.
Yeah. I knew of one person who did that, and she would do that thing where because it would give that gap there as it grew. So then you go back and they would like fill it with this other stuff and then harden it up and retouch it. So she was constantly like having it retouched up. It's like
I think, I mean, those, she probably had also fake nails, most likely.
Yeah.
So yeah, mine are my fingernails with just paint on them basically, but the paint, you know, sticks really well. Yeah, I would like to go get them if they don't have to take all of the nail polish off, if they can fill this stuff in too, then I'm gonna get a different color. So then eventually I'm gonna have stripes going across of all different colors. Or else they'll say, no, we can't do that, you're crazy. One of the two.
More than likely that.
Yeah. That's when he's like, yeah, we can't do that. It's impossible. Well, here's some more money. All right, here we go.
This is Portland. I don't have to be normal.
Yeah.
One guy at work who painted his nails one time. That was, and you see that occasionally, no big deal. But the way that he did it was the funny part. Is that he was painting his car. So he just like took a piece of cardboard like this over his hand and spray painted everything that was sticking out. So his nails were done really like black, and then his hand was just like, you know, the spray from it. So basically, like he had a line here that was black and a line here that was black.
People.
Yeah.
And you can see where he's washed his hands a few times since he did that, because I mean, the black that was on his hands itself was trying to come off, while the stuff on his nails was very there for a while. That was amusing.
You've got a little bit of hair there.
Yeah.
I wish that I had that problem.
I have a spot that's.
Yeah, I know about your spot. What about what? Am I fooling anybody?
No.
No.
I think you need to.
Maybe if you guys always walk that close, and then like, what would be funny is that if you were, if you were standing next to her that close for like a long time, and everybody's like, ha ha ha, and then you turn and you walk away, and you actually have your hair like that, and like just to where it's like, oh, we thought that was her hair. Like, no, that's mine. Just have like that one thing on the side.
Well, the problem is this stuff up here doesn't grow very. I mean, it grows a little bit and then it stops, all of it up here. So I would have to literally grow like one side out, and then I'd have to do the comb over, and I would look ridiculous.
But it looks good like that, though. Not the fold over thing, but the bald.
I like this. I mean, I've gotten used to it, so I actually prefer this now. But I mean, when I had hair, I like to have a lot of it.
Exactly, and that's the issue that I have here, is that having a really, really thin spot here, I would rather have it thick or gone. But this right here drives me nuts. And it's not like really super bad. It's just, you know, thin. What can I say?
Oh, have you seen the Timbers hat that I made for DJ? I don't think it's been a few weeks.
I don't know.
Oh, I made a new hat for DJ.
Yes, you did.
Oh wait, no, I think I did because I was working on it. Or I was working on something and I told him about Yarnia.
Yes, there was the Yarnia place where you like mix your own, and it was like two different greens and a yellow or something that you were mixing together.
It's this color. It's this right here. Yeah.
Ah.
It's a little on the tight side on my head, so it leaves the grooves in my head for long periods of time. So she wears it now.
Yep.
Good job, though.
Piggy.
Oh,
happy pig.
So normally the pig leaves little Pac-Man-sized pellets on the floor because he's always got one in the chamber, so they kind of come out every once in a while.
He leaves a dotted line as he walks.
So yesterday she brings him out because we'd been gone most of the morning, and she sets him on the floor and she's all doing stuff, and then all of a sudden she's like, holy crap! And she draws my attention underneath the table, and there's this big lump, like a
8
large.
to 10 of them
Well,
globbed together.
yeah, it was very. I'm like, well, has he been stopped up all this time, and that just freed him? What's going on there? It was big.
Actually, she stepped on him, and when she did, it just it like stepping on a tube of toothpaste. You know what's weird? Speaking of which, I saw something the other day that blew my fucking mind. I mean, it was like, wait, what? Wombat poo. Have you do a like Google image search for wombat poo?
To the internet.
Well, do both of us have to do this?
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to. I was really surprised by this.
It's one of my options. Wombat poop is one of my options. It's square.
It's cubes. They're cubes. Cubes.
Wow.
Isn't that weird?
That is crazy.
I just seen something the other day, and I was like, wait, what? And
Well, look at his face. That's how it feels coming out square.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's like a crazy little thing that, like, why doesn't the world know about this?
Uh-huh. Someday that's going to be a trivia question.
Yeah.
And we're going to know it thanks to you.
You're welcome. Yeah, so anybody who's listening, and do we have any listeners?
No.
We haven't had any questions either.
No, we haven't. There's been no viewers at all, so I haven't even bothered to open up the question and answer. 22 years ago or something like that, when we were still in high school, we were the Beulah Miners. Well, still are the Beulah Miners, but Beulah was going to combine with a little tiny itty bitty town called Zap. So what they were going to do was combine us and call us the Beulah Zap Wombats, and everybody that heard that thought, no.
Zap Wombats?
Well, they were going to change our school color and all that other crap. We're like, no. So it never happened, and I'm not sure why, but
Zap did come to school with us.
yeah, they did. Basically, they got merged, and it just would have been weird. But now that I know that wombats square poop, that would have been fun to.
Did you? I don't know if you saw the one image, but somebody has like a stuffed. It's like a brown cube with a face on it.
Now, Flat Bunny is what it's called.
Yeah, that's
The wombat poop pillow. Yeah.
So I just have a feeling that over the next couple of weeks, you guys are going to be telling people, be like, so I know this is the grocery store and I don't know you, but you ever looked up wombat poo?
Speaking of people I don't know, did you see? Yeah, I think randomly here they'd probably strike up a conversation with us because when we were at 7-Eleven yesterday, they had these gigantic Rice Krispie bars on the counter, the Rice Krispie brand.
Uh-huh.
And I took a picture of it. And there was this guy standing in line next to us, and he goes, well, that's not going to work. How's anyone going to know how big that really is? So then he did this.
See how big that thing is?
Wow. So either he's really, really tiny, or that's really, really big.
It looks like the size of a sheet cake.
It was big.
Wow.
And so you're along the lines of your wombat poop. You should Google Scotland's national animal.
Ooh, this one I've seen. That's the unicorn, right?
Unicorn.
Is it?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Next week you're gonna see us and I'm gonna have crocheted wombat poop.
Yeah. It's true. Hey, it's been an hour.
Has it?
Yeah. I would just let us flow because we're kind of flowing well, but I'm not sure how early we have to go to this game, so I'm actually kind of anxious to go because I'm not sure how long the line's going to be.
Cool.
Well, we need to find Billy, and Billy needs to find our other ticket before we can get in.
That too. Plus, I want to shop at the timber store and buy more Timbers garbage.
Yeah, buy some axes.
Well, if there's a big foam axe I can get, absolutely, and a hat and a scarf and maybe some draws.
Waterproof blankets.
Waterproof waterproof blankets. Yeah.
DJ wanted to sew a patch onto this hat so that it had the Timbers on it, the logo, and
It's so much safer than having an axe in your head while wearing the hat.
Right.
So we weren't able to make it to the store because of their hours. They're not open on Sundays and Mondays, and I think those were the 2 days we had available. So I went to it myself to get him a patch, or at least to see what they had available. So I go all the way down to the Timbers. The store is right outside of the stadium, basically. And so I go all the way down there, and I ask the guy what kind of patches they have. He's like, "Oh, we don't sell patches."
Everybody sells patches.
Yeah, apparently they don't. So they do. I mean, they have patches. I do have one because when I stood in line for 5 hours to take that picture with the prop axe, they gave out patches with a 5 and a 40 on it, and then an axe in between them, because they've been a team for 40 years, and they've been part of the MLS for 5, I think is how it works.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I do have that patch that I can use, but yeah, it was disappointing how many times. Well, we did try to go to the store one other time, but it was a day of a game, and so the store is inside of the gate to the stadium, so we couldn't get in to shop. And then when I do get down there, they don't have any patches.
Yeah. And with all the coffee I've just drank, I'm going to have to wombat poop now.
Shoot, I was going to have you hold the pig so I could flip his claw.
Oh, no.
Show him what I won you.
Oh.
I won this for him at the health fair the other day.
I'm going to have to roll it.
Because he's a dork.
As what I've discovered is that Taylor Swift's new album I like, so I guess I like Taylor Swift. I like Nicki Minaj because I like the way her music sounds, most of it, and I'm okay with that.
I'm proud to say that Swift, I don't know any of her songs, and the other person, I don't even recognize the name. So I'm okay with that.
I bet that you. Well, it's like here's how I discovered it. I'm listening to something. I'm like, this is pretty good. Wonder who this is. Oh, this is Taylor Swift. No, no.
Well, here's the unfortunate. I have a lot of it. The boy, I think it was the older kid when he was living here, downloaded like 3 albums into the computer. So now it's on my iPod. And I'm at work, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I went over there, I'm like, and skip. And then like later on, I'm like, skip. And I was like, who the fuck put this stuff on my iPod?
Yeah, it plays in our car.
You, Bob, I'll leave you with this. You need to YouTube Centuries by Fall Out Boy. You would like that.
I also have Fall Out Boy. That was one of the ones that, that's one of the albums that he put in there. So
have you heard Centuries?
I don't know.
Listen to it.
It's got a really nice sound to it, and others was like, skip.
Well, the only one on that I like Centuries, so I'm recommending this to you, Bob.
I will check that out.
Okay. but I do have to poop now. So
Cool. And
we're
you
gonna let
said
you go.
next week we're not having a show?
Right, because I actually have to work. I got to be at work when the podcast would start, so I'll be at work. But we'll have one at the week after. So we're skipping next week. We're having the week after.
Cool. That'll work.
And I got to work every third Sunday at this point. So that's kind of how it'll work. Is we'll have to skip one. Unless we pick a different day, which I don't think would work anyway. But whatever.
My plan is to get another job soon. So I don't know what hours going to be. So I don't know what's going to be the issue there. The thing is that I'm going to be going back to my job here in next week, and I don't know if I'm physically going to be able to do what I'm expected to do there. So I might be going back and then putting in applications. And my nephew told me that they're hiring there at the paper, so I'm gonna see if I can get into there. So I don't know what that's going to do to my life. He said, "Oh yeah, it's great, all the overtime you can want," and I guess he works all the time. So I don't know why people consider
if you walk into a brand new job saying you have a trip planned, I've had this trip planned for a long time. I just need this trip. You can come out here.
Right.
Then it's too early. It's too early for them to say no, and you won't have gone, like 6 months into it, and you're like, I'd really like to go say hi to DJ. And you're like, nope, you can't have vacation for the next 15 years.
Fortunately, yeah, that's what I've got right now. Is the I don't know why I'm making eye contact with myself while I'm speaking, but that's the hi.
Hi.
10 years is what I was looking at before I can get any vacation time, which place I'm currently at, which is fucking nuts.
Yes.
So,
I know we're just done with 9 years of no vacation with DJ.
But I get it now.
cool.
Yeah. Okay, Bob.
Okay.
We will see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Not next week, but the week.
Not next week. The week after.
Cool. All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.